Our U.S. House committees have finished writing their portions of the $3.5 trillion human infrastructure bill, a bill which contains much of President Biden's economic agenda. But what's missing? Pro-life protections that have been a regular part of federal budgets for decades. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales has more.
Republicans in both chambers are firing back. They say that they're not going to support a multi-trillion-dollar human infrastructure bill without any pro-life protections. The Minority Whip tells me years ago Democrats would have supported these pro-life protections.
It's really appalling that President Biden is trying to abandon over 40 years of bipartisan work, going back to when Henry Hyde finally got a Democrat majority Congress to agree that taxpayer funds should not be used to fund abortion.
The Minority Whip tells me the Hyde protection has saved millions of babies, but it's not the only pro-life protection missing from the bill. Also out, the Helms Amendment, which prohibits foreign aid funds to be used for abortions. Also the Weldon Amendment, which allows pro-life conscious protections for healthcare workers. Democrats defend their position.
Women across America should have the freedom to make their own reproductive health care decisions. Shouldn't be determined by a bunch of yahoos in Texas and a negligent Supreme Court.
Representative Andy Harris, who is also a doctor, tells me it's not about whether abortions are right or wrong. It's about whether taxpayer funds should pay for them.
The majority, a very clear majority of Americans think, even some Americans who are pro-abortion believe that taxpayer funding shouldn't be used to pay for it.
The church agrees. In an email statement to EWTN News about the bill, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops wrote, quote, "We urge all members of Congress and the administration to work in good faith without forcing Americans to pay for the deliberate destruction of unborn human life." Right now, Democrats don't have the votes to pass the measure. If it doesn't pass, pro-life protections would stay for a while under a measure from the previous Trump administration. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.